Habari, leo ni tarehe 1 mwezi wa Disemba na natumai uko salama. Sasa leo tutajifunza kuhusu wakati uliopita na ukanushi wake. Today we're going to learn about past tense and its negation. I'll quickly share my screen so that you have a snip of what we are talking about. Yeah. Yeah, but before that, we'll start by quickly looking at mfumo wa elimu Kenya. This is normally forms how education is planned in Kenya. So we have the 2663, which transitioned earlier from 844. This 6223, this is just, it means 2 years, kindergarten school, 6 years, primary school, 6 years, secondary school, and 3 years university. But now let's look at how we call these words in Swahili. Now, education system in Swahili basically is just from kindergarten, primary school, secondary school, and university. Now, miaka miwili, 2 represent 2 years for chekechea. Chekechea, this is kindergarten, whereby kids are starting to learn. And here are the subjects that are being taught in kindergarten. So we have Kiswahili, hesabu, Kiingereza, masomo ya mazingira, lugha ya asili, kusoma na kuandika. This simply means in English, Kiswahili na Uswahili, hesabu, mathematics, Kiingereza, English, masomo ya mazingira, environmental studies, lugha ya asili, indigenous language. This is Kikuyu, Kisii, Kiluya, Kiluo, and all those indigenous languages that are found in Kenya. We have about roughly 43, yeah, or even beyond, I guess. Kusoma na kuandika. Kusoma na kuandika, this simply means literacy. And so kids are being taught how to read and write. Literacy. Miaka miwili ya chekechea. 2 years of kindergarten. And then we have 6 years of primary school. Miaka 6 ya shule ya msingi. And katika shule ya msingi tuna masomo tofauti tofauti. Tazama, kilimo, maadili na stadi za maisha, sayansi na teknolojia, masomo ya kijamii, lugha ya asili, hisabati, Kiswahili na Kiingereza, sayansi kimu. Tazama, kilimo is agriculture, maadili na stadi za maisha, hii tutasema it's life skills. Morality and life skills, maadili na stadi za maisha, pia sayansi na teknolojia, this is direct science and technology. You also have masomo ya kijamii, this is social science. Lugha ya asili, I've mentioned earlier, these are indigenous languages, Kikuyu, Kiluya, Kijaluo, Kikamba, and all those indigenous languages that are in Kenya. We also have hisabati or hesabu. This simply means mathematics. We also have Kiswahili na Kiingereza. Kiswahili, Swahili, Kiingereza, English. Science kimu, this is home science. Home science. And afterwards, 6 years of primary school, miaka 6 ya masomo ya msingi, tuna miaka 6 ya masomo ya sekondari. Miaka 6 ya masomo ya sekondari, this simply means 6 years of secondary school, meaning 3 years for junior secondary and 3 years for senior secondary. And during junior secondary, this is when there's an introduction of about 12 subjects, integrated subjects. And this is a variety of what I had mentioned earlier, like kilimo, sayansi na teknolojia, masomo ya jamii, and all that. And then for the other last 3 years, the last of 6 years, this is where specialization happens. Wanafunzi wanajifunza ni nini wangependa kufanya. Ikiwa they are good in, if they are good in sciences, they will take sciences. If they are good in technology, the STEM subjects, they'll take up the STEM subjects. And if they're good in arts, they'll take up the arts. And so that is how the education system is in Kenya. And now, once you're done with secondary school, we have 3 years plus depending on the type of course that you're going to take. And so miaka mitatu ya chuo. So chuo is secondary, university. And so basically this means you'll have, for the arts, it'll take about 3 years. For law, will take more because you have to go to law school. And for medicine, it will also take a bit long. And so, yeah, so this is Mfumo wa Elimu Kenya, the education system in Kenya 2023. So why are we here? So we're here because I wanted to teach you guys about the past tense. Yeah, past tense li, wakati uliopo li. And now not just past tense li, wakati uliopo li, but we are going to learn how to negate this past tense. And my next slide has a variety of beautifully placed tabs and boxes so that you can learn together now. You can repeat after me if you're ready. Niliona, I saw. Niliweka, I put. Nilikuwa, I was. Nilifanya, I did. Nilikuwa na, I had. Now we're going to see how these words play out in the negation. But first of all, let's do this exercise. Look at the first image. What do you see? Wewe unaona nini? You can pause the video and tell me, or rather you can tell me what you see. So 1A, we have yeye aliwasili nyumbani. So it's a sequence of a story. Yeye aliwasili nyumbani. Yeye alichukua bilauri au glasi. Yeye alijaza maji. Yeye alikunywa maji. Yeye alikunywa maji. For the intermediate student, I believe students, I believe you can understand all this part, but I'll roughly translate. So yeye aliwasili nyumbani. He arrived at home. Yeye alichukua bilauri. He took a glass. Yeye alijaza maji. He filled the glass with water. Yeye alikunywa maji. He drank water. The water, water, water. Now, let's look at the second image. What do you see? Well, I see a man running after an insect, yeah, with sort of a bat. Ndio, tunaweza kusoma. Yeye aliona mbu, yeye aliona mbu, yeye alichukua kibao, yeye alikimbiza mbu, yeye alipiga mbu kwa kibao. Papa alipiga mbu. Kwa hiyo, this is a typical scenario in Kenya because those people who don't like sleeping under a mosquito net, they will really fight the mosquitoes. And so this person seemed like, fighting the mosquito. And so it's advisable for you to sleep under a mosquito net because mosquitoes causes malaria. But now in this case, yeye aliona mbu. He saw a mosquito. Yeye alichukua kibao. He took a bat. Yeye alikimbiza mbu. He ran after the mosquito. Yeye alipiga mbu kwa kibao. He hit the mosquito with a bat. Papa. So yeah, so this is something that happened in the past. And now at least you see how to create, past sentences. And this is what we have now. Yeye aliwasili, yeye alipiga. So yeah, this is the third person singular. With that being said, I believe the previous video says a lot about, the past tense, but here we're just going to focus on the negation of this past tense. But before that, let me test your understanding for the past tense. Badilisha katika wakati uliopita. So down there are two boxes. I want you to look at the first box and then the other one. So the first box says badilisha katika wakati uliopita. Change to the past tense because these statements are in the present tense. And so I will read. Juma anasoma gazeti. Juma anaona nafasi ya kazi. Juma anaandika barua. Juma anasubiri majibu. Juma anapokea simu. Juma ana mkutano. And so there are about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are about 6 sentences. And so let's see. Do you remember how to change a sentence or a paragraph to the past tense because this is in the present tense. I'll give you a hint for the first and second sentences, and then you can continue with the rest of the sentences on this other side, yeah? So, Juma anasoma gazeti. This is the present tense of Juma is reading a newspaper. Now, the marker for the present tense is na. Wakati uliopo na. And now the marker for the past tense is li, wakati uliopita li. That is why you see here, niliona, niliweka, nilikuwa, nilifanya, nilikuwa na. Kwa hiyo ni. Now, Juma anasoma gazeti. So the only thing that you're going to change here is the na. So the na will change from na to li. And so it will read like this, yeah? Juma anasoma gazeti. Juma is reading a newspaper. It will change to Juma alisoma gazeti. Juma alisoma gazeti. Juma read a newspaper. And then the second one, Juma anaona nafasi ya kazi. Juma anaona nafasi ya kazi. Juma sees a work opportunity. And in the past tense, it will be, so the na is the only thing that is going to change. So this is going to be Juma aliona. Juma aliona nafasi ya kazi. Now, with that being said, the first and second sentence has been done for you. So I believe you can continue with the rest of the sentences. Now, as we continue to the next slide, I hope you're with me, yeah? Kusikiliza na kuongea. Funga kiatu, kunja nguo, nawa mikono. This is, yeah, verbs. Moja, mbili, tatu, 3 verbs. Now, ukanushi wa wakati uliopita li. How can you negate this wakati uliopita? Now, we're going to look at the first person, second person, third person, and it's plural, and we're going to negate them. So, funga kiatu is tie your shoes. Yeah. Kunja nguo is fold your clothes. Nawa mikono is wash your hands. Nawa mikono. Cheza guitar is play a guitar. Anika nguo is hang your clothes. Immediately after washing, you hang them. Anika nguo. Now, let's look at how and what is changing wakati uliopita li. I'll read the first box. Yeah. Mimi sikufunga kiatu. Mimi sikufunga kiatu. I did not tie my shoe. I did not tie a shoe. I did not tie a shoe. So mimi sikufunga kiatu. Sikufunga. So the past tense is mimi nilifunga. And now the negation is mimi sikufunga. So what is changing? The li is changing to ku, and then ni is changing to si. So it becomes sikufunga kiatu. Mimi, I hope you can say it in your head, yeah? Mimi sikufunga kiatu, mimi sikukunja nguo, mimi sikunawa mikono. Sikunawa mikono. Please note down the differences. Now let's go to wewe. Wewe hukufunga kiatu, wewe hukukunja nguo, wewe hukunawa mikono. You did not tie your shoe, you did not tie a shoe, you did not fold your clothes or fold clothes, you did not wash hands. Wash your hands. Now, you. What is changing? So let's look at the first sentence. Wewe hukufunga kiatu. Wewe hukufunga kiatu. You did not tie a shoe. You tied a shoe. Wewe ulifunga kiatu. And then negation part will be wewe hukufunga kiatu. Now let's look at yeye. Yeye hakufunga kiatu, yeye hakukunja nguo, yeye hakunawa mikono. He did not tie a shoe, he did not fold clothes, and he did not wash hands. Yeye hakufunga kiatu. So if I take the first sentence, yeye hakufunga kiatu, and I put it in the normal past tense, it will be yeye alifunga kiatu. Alifunga kiatu. And if you negate it, it's going to be yeye hakufunga kiatu. Now, let's look at zoezi. This is the better part of this exercise, yeah? Cheza guitar is an example of a verb that you're going to use, and then anika nguo is also an example of the verb that you're going to use. So, tumia, cheza guitar, use, cheza guitar. Zoezi is an exercise, yeah? So, mimi nilicheza guitar. This is the normal past tense. Mimi nilicheza guitar. So, what do you think the negation is going to be? Should I give you a minute? Okay, you can pause it. as we continue, yeah? Mimi nilicheza gitaa. So if you negate it, this is going to be mimi sikucheza gitaa. Mimi sikucheza gitaa. I believe in you and I trust you that you can do the rest of the exercise 1 and 2. And so let's look at its plural. Yeah. Now, we are going to use the same verbs for this plural form, negation. And yeah, ukanoshi wa wakati uliopita li, negation of the past tense. And then the marker is li. So sisi, I'll read them aloud. The sentences in these 3 boxes. Sisi hatukufunga kiatu. Sisi hatukukunja nguo. Sisi hatukunawa mikono. Nyinyi hamkufunga kiatu. Nyinyi hamkukunja nguo. Nyinyi hamkunawa mikono. Na wao, the plural of yeye. Wao hawakufunga kiatu. Wao hawakukunja nguo. Wao hawakunawa mikono. Hawakunawa mikono. So look at what is changing. So let's start with the first sentence. Sisi hatukufunga kiatu. Like normal past tense, this will be sisi tulifunga kiatu. Sisi tulifunga kiatu, sisi hatukufunga kiatu. So what is being introduced here is ha, and then the li changes to ku. And so this becomes sisi hatukufunga kiatu. The same way, if you look at the second box, nyinyi, nyinyi hamkufunga kiatu. You did not tie a shoe. So in normal past tense, this will be nyinyi mlifunga kiatu. Nyinyi mlifunga kiatu. Nyinyi hamkufunga kiatu if you negate it. And so what is changing here? Ha is being introduced. And then the ku, the li is replaced by ku, and then it becomes nyinyi hamkufunga kiatu. The same way with wao hawakufunga kiatu. As you can see here, wao hawakufunga kiatu, normal sentence. This is wao walifunga kiatu. What is changing? Ha is being introduced, and then the ku changes to li. Li changes to ku, sorry. And so, as you can see here, it's quite direct and they're somehow similar because they're all using li. And so this is how the li is changing. So my favorite part, let's look at the zoezi exercise. Tumia cheza kujibu maswali. So sisi, you need first of all to affirm before you negate. So I will help you do the first one and then you'll do the rest. Sisi tulicheza guitar. I'm affirming. We played the guitar. And now if you want to negate it, this will be sisi hatukucheza guitar. We did not play the guitar. Sisi hatukucheza guitar. Now I believe in you and I'm trusting that you already understood this part, and for nyinyi and wao will be easy busy stuff, yeah? Yeah, so let's go to the next exercise. But this is a bonus for you to just help you understand what we're talking about, the past tense, negation of the past tense. So vitenzi jibu kulingana na picha. Vitenzi fulani, hizi vitenzi already we know the vitenzi. What is kitenzi? Yeah? Kitenzi is a verb. So the plural of kitenzi is vitenzi. So jibu kulingana na picha. Answer according to the images. So the first image, we are looking at the first part, yeah? Yeye alifanya nini jana? What did he do yesterday? According to the image. So you answer according to the image. And you remember, we spoke about funga kiatu. Funga kiatu represent that image. So yeye alifanya nini jana? The answer is yeye alifunga kiatu. Yeye alifunga kiatu. So this is practice for the negation, like affirming. You're affirming the, not negation, rather, you're affirming in the past tense. And then the second part will be negating. Now, uliza maswali na ujibu kulingana na mfano. Ask the questions and answer according to the example. So, mfano. Example, let's look at this example, okay? Je, uliosha vyombo jana? Did you wash utensils yesterday? And if you want to negate, you'll say hapana, because you'll have to refuse this sentence. Hapana, sikuosha vyombo jana. So the example is saying, je, uliosha vyombo jana? And so the negation will be hapana, sikuosha vyombo jana. Yeah, you can take a screenshot and complete the exercise. And yeah, I'd love to, thank you so much for coming to this live session. And yeah, I hope you something. Um, yeah, so see you in the next. Asante sana. Thank you for making time for this live. See you in the next session. Asante, kwaheri.